I know you did your hustling in the street and now you rapping. A lot of rappers are now saying that rap is the most dangerous job in the world.
It is. It
Okay,
definitely
explain
is.
that.
Because, like, all right, even though you're making legit money, you got a target on your back. You know what I'm saying? Like the police, they might think you into something else because they don't like you from the street, so they probably like he made some money and went and bought some drugs or did this, and so that instantly be a problem. Then you got the robbers, like they like shit. This nigga walking around with it on him, I can get him. You know what I'm saying? Then you got like like this like with me, I make street music, so it's gonna attract a certain crowd. I have to go to the club and it's gonna be some dangerous people in there. I might go do a feature with a nigga that's really in the streets. He could be with 6 niggas and one of them could be like it's just so and you can't be antisocial when you're a rapper. Like you gotta deal with people. You have to take pictures with people. You have to, you know what I'm saying, be in these certain spots when you in the lane we in. Like we not no Chance the Rapper or people who really ain't on the street tip. So the streets gonna want to see us. Like then it's just keeping it up. Like we gotta shoot a video in the hood. Like and then it still be real life shit going on. Like it might be a nigga I'm beefing or you beefing with. You get big and damn near forget you beefing with the nigga. And now his anger is 10 times more because you basically shitting on him.
Yeah.
And say you got a show. All right, you gotta post the flyer, you gotta promote it so they know you here. And it's like you can't really be low key when you're a rapper because it's just a part of the job. So that make it like this shit more dangerous than the streets for real because it's the streets on a bigger level. You know what I'm saying? And especially in my case because I can't leave the hood literally because I'm fighting this case and I'm out on bond. So I gotta be in my county, first of all. I can find a little low-key spot, but at the end of the day, I can't move to Hollywood and just be straight. Like I still gotta be in the hood. I still gotta go to court. I still might have to go to the grocery store here and there. I still gotta get gas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you really can't avoid that shit in our position and what we do. So
But let me contest to that because you're 100% right. But y'all bring a lot of attention on y'all too. Like I was on your story the other day. You flashed like $200,000.
yeah.
But that shit brings people. That shit brings bad energy because it's people who don't want to see you win and they want that money.
Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
do you think when you post that money, like the consequences that come with that?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I always think about that shit. Like, I be having thoughts of like me pulling up at home, unlocking my door, and a nigga coming out the back. Like, yeah, let's get it. Cause I done seen it happen so many times. But I got so much faith in me and like a lot of niggas that shit happen to, they be really hoe niggas. They just make some money and get a name. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just be having that, like, I don't, like, it's always good to be smart, but I don't be on no, I don't know, I just be kind of like, I know it can happen, but I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I keep that energy, like, it's not gonna happen because of the simple fact, like, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still me, like, it can get like that, you know what I'm saying? Even before I had it, it can get like that, but I'm like, now, I look at it, you'll be a fucking fool, think you finna run up on me and get some real money, cause with what I'm doing, like when you in the streets and say it's a nigga in the hood that sell bricks, 90 like common sense, he ain't got his money in the bank. Some niggas might do got some legit shit, but most people, when you in the streets, you can't go fucking take the money to the bank. So people know you got the money in your house. It's somewhere. Like would I be like you could run up on me today and probably try to rob me, but my money is in the bank. Like, you'll have to go rob the bank, and that don't got nothing to do with me. If you really like the ice and shit, like, you might want to take that, but I'd be like, shit, what you really think you gonna get off me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I might keep a couple dollars on me, but like, I don't know. I just look at shit different, and I feel like that's how I lasted so long before the rap, like in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that I grew up with is dead or in jail. A lot of them, like 80% of them. And it was before money and all that shit. It was just about how they move and how they think. And I just think different. Like, I always keep my eye. I be aware, and I weigh out every situation before I go to a certain spot. I weigh out what can happen and how it can happen. But I just move strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a tough fight. That's how I'm gonna say it.
Now you keep speaking on you being on bond, right?
Yeah.
How long are you facing?
I took a plea for 5 years in the federal penitentiary. So, but with the feds, you don't do the whole time. So, worst case scenario, I'm facing like 3.5 years. But the way things been going, I honestly think I'm gonna get probation for real. Like, cause like my record not bad, first of all, and then I've been out on bond for 2 years, and my life progress. Like, they stereotype you and feel like, I mean, that's why it's called a judge, because they got to judge you off your past actions and what you're doing. So if he see my record clean anyway, and you let me out on bond for 2 years, and I didn't even catch a traffic ticket, uh, I'm rehabilitated, because that's what jail's supposed to be for. Like, it don't make sense for me to be out on bond for 2 years, better my life, being a homeowner now, being able to reach back out to the community. It wouldn't make sense for me to go sit in prison after 2 years out on bond. Like, I'm more valuable to the community and my family out than I am in. And I
Right.
don't feel like my actions should be swept under the rug, because I did break the law. So, but I feel like these 2 years out on bond, it was punishment. Like, I can't leave the state when I want to. I can't smoke weed, which was something I did. Like, it's just like I'm being punished basically. I can't. It's so much shit I can't do now. Like, I can't carry a legal gun no more because my situation, and it's like, and then I got a fair judge, so I just feel like I really 100% in my heart feel like I'm not going to prison. Like, I think I'm gonna get probation just because of the way it panned out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been out on bond for 2 years with no hiccups, and that's not normal. Like, I was on tether for a year, and my PO asked for me to be off tether. Like, we didn't ask for that. Like, I never would have thought I was getting off. But that shows me that I was doing something positive, because he asked for me to be took off tether. Then he let me travel. He let me go to California knowing that I have money, knowing I could be a flight risk because I'm out on bond with a case. And I feel like they just giving me leverage to see if I'm going to hang myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't, like, I prepare for the worst. So, like I said, at anything, it might be 3 years or some shit like that, but I fuck around and walk away for real, or get some shit, get some small time that don't matter.
Yeah. When will the decision be made?
I supposed to get sentenced. It's January 6th, so next month.
Is it something that you think about daily?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Every 10 minutes I think about that shit. And it ain't even more so. Like I'm at a point in my life financially where I'm straight. I know if I do have to sit down, my family gonna be straight. But the thing I think about the most is my son. I got a growing son. Like, he 3. His brain is a sponge right now. He remember everything. Yeah, I got a son that's 3, and that be my most concern, because I'm like, he growing, and he love me, and like, I'm in his life, so I be like, damn, what if I really go to court They sentenced me, then I had to go turn myself in. And I'm just gone out of my son's life for 3 years. And he, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what eat me up the most is that part. Then my daughter, I just had a daughter, but she not old enough to understand. She like 7 months, so it might not really affect her as much as my son. Like he looked for me every day, so I'd be like, that would be like if I have to go sit down for 3-4 years, he gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like that's what eat me up the most. But all the other shit, like I'm straight. Like if I gotta do time, I'm ready for that. I ain't scared to go to jail or none of that because it's a part of the life I was living. But like if I didn't have a son, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I wouldn't even thought about it no more. But that's what eat me up every day about the situation. Like I gotta potentially walk out my son's life for a few years in the vital part of his life because he's growing every day and he still learning. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be like, oh, my daddy in jail because I feel like that's gonna push it back. Like that's how it is in the hood. Like my daddy in jail, he did this. He might think that's not cool, but he might be like, shit, you know, like he looking up to me. So like my dad did it, why, you know? So that's what be eating me up. But I know at the end of the day, it's gonna be all right because he's still young. Like it ain't like I'm going to jail for life or, you know, as long as I'm still breathing and able to take care of him, locked up or not, that balance it out. Like I know I ain't gotta go to jail and worry about how he gonna eat. None of that shit. So that balance it out.